Welcome to the Photos of the Past channel. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. This photograph captures a Native American chief and a Western woman standing side by side. Likely part of a Wild West show, this scene reflects the complex relationships of the time. These shows often romanticize Native culture, creating a mix of admiration and criticism in how history was presented to the public. This photograph features Buffalo Bill Cody, one of the Wild West's most iconic figures, standing alongside Native American chiefs. Buffalo Bill's shows showcase the frontier culture of the era while often romanticizing Native cultures. However, this image serves as a stark reminder of the struggles and resilience of Native communities during a turbulent period in history. This image depicts one of the enchanting women of the Wild West dance halls. Her dazzling outfit, elegance, and confidence capture the charm of an era. These women were remembered not only for their beauty, but also for their bravery. A true star of the Wild West's brightest stages, she reflects the spirit of a bygone time. This striking photograph documents the demise of the Dalton Gang in 1892. The notorious gang was stopped by townsfolk and law enforcement while attempting to rob two banks simultaneously in Kansas. This event remains one of the tragic yet iconic stories of the Wild West criminal history. This photograph captures Hans Christian Andersen, the creator of timeless fairy tales like The Little Mermaid and The Ugly Duckling. Taken in the 19th century, the portrait showcases the writer's sharp features and contemplative gaze, reflecting his profound imagination. Andersen revolutionized children's literature. This photo captures the Klondike Dance Hall from the Klondike Gold Rush era, with women posing in front of the establishment. In the late 19th century, such venues were not just places of entertainment, but also social hubs for those chasing dreams of wealth. The elegance of the women reflects the spirit of the era and the hopeful atmosphere of the gold rush. This portrait represents the strong and independent women of the Wild West who thrived in harsh conditions. The star-adorned hat symbolizes her courage and leadership. Her confident posture highlights how women of the era defied societal norms. This captivating photograph showcases a scene from an early 1900s carnival or masquerade ball. The woman's costume and mask reflect the creativity and sense of mystery of the time. The lone figure in the frame adds a haunting touch, leaving viewers wondering, what was this woman's story? This historical photograph captures a cowboy herding cattle on the open plains, a symbol of the American Wild West. Cowboys were legendary figures of 19th century America, known for their rugged lives and adventurous spirits. This scene represents a typical day in their challenging yet iconic lifestyle. This photograph portrays the legendary figure known as Calamity Jane. She defied the hardships of the Wild West, known not only for her sharpshooting skills, but also for her courage and compassion. This portrait reflects her warrior spirit. This historical photograph captures railroad workers from the late 19th century in America. It is known that laborers from various ethnic backgrounds worked together on these projects. The image highlights the harsh working conditions of the era and the development of America's railroad history. This photo captures the legendary brave men of the Wild West. Their weathered faces and piercing gazes tell the story of relentless survival. Gripping their weapons tightly, these men symbolize the defense of both borders and freedom. This image vividly conveys the fearless spirit and danger-filled lives of an unforgettable era. This photograph features Wild Bill Hickok, one of the Wild West's most famous gunslingers. Known for his courage at card games and quick draw skills, he became a legendary figure in history. However, his life met a tragic end in 1876 when he was shot from behind during a poker game. This portrait depicts a Native American tribal leader in traditional ceremonial attire. The buffalo horns on his head symbolize both strength and a deep connection to nature. Such attire was typically worn during tribal gatherings and significant ceremonies. This historic photograph captures a gold miner during the 1850s gold rush, seeking fortune in a challenging era. The pan filled with gold in his hand and the pickaxe over his shoulder symbolize hope amid adversity. His gaze reflects determination and the traces of exhaustion. This photograph depicts Bass Reeves, one of the most significant figures in American history. Reeves was the first Black U.S. Marshal. Known as a nightmare for criminals in the Wild West, He made over 3,000 arrests and stood as a symbol of justice. This striking photograph depicts Iron White Man, a brave warrior of the Sioux tribe. The red paint on his face symbolizes courage and his prowess in battle, while his jewelry and detailed attire reflect his status within the tribe. This image immortalizes the dignity and resilience of the Native American peoples. This photograph depicts Olive Oatman, who was captured by the Yavapai tribe and later adopted by the Mojave tribe. The Mojave gave Olive this iconic chin tattoo. She holds one of the most remarkable captivity stories in American history and eventually regained her freedom. This historical photograph captures 3 renowned gunslingers of the Wild West. Their revolvers and stern gazes reflect the tough life and justice of the era. The dog lying by their side symbolizes loyalty and companionship. This image showcases the iconic figures of old America.